Sitting here tonight watching Mr. Poole put out some. Sorry, honey, I'm on. Watching Mr. Poole on Dinar's Guru, whatever, or Dinar Evaluation Channel, put out some crap that he puts out all the time. And it's just crap. It's just that Mr. Poole is garbage. Garbage. And then Ariel, I'm sure all y'all are familiar with Ariel. Ariel also put out something tonight that, Dinar or currency holders should get ready in whatever manner suits us. This thing's about to go. All week long, guys. Let's just take this week. All week long. That's all we've heard. It's imminent. It's tonight. Bank screens have gone black to green. Banks are in all comms locked down. You know what I mean? It's just, guys, it's just all crap, man. You know what I mean? It's just so frustrating. It's irritating. Just so frustrating, so irritating. I know you guys got to be frustrated with it as well. So just know one day something will happen. One day something will happen, right? Don't know when, don't know what. After talking to Pimpy and a couple other guys, just don't know. You know what I mean? I always felt that one day I'd be a millionaire off of Dinar. I don't know. It just, maybe it was designed that way when this first came out, right? Because I don't think when all this started in the early 2000s that they expected so many people like us to be in this investment. And now they're like, holy crap, there's a lot of just average people invested in this. And, do you think the powers that be want to make so many people like us wealthy? Probably not. You know what I mean? They're all there for control and power. And how do you control and exert power over people who have money? It'd be very hard. I think they prefer to keep us where we are, just enough to get by. Some of us don't even have that, so we have to rely on them even more for handouts, social welfare programs and things like that. So I don't know, maybe it was intended to be that way. They thought maybe that they would all just, them and their friends would be involved in it and they'd all get really rich and none of us would know about it. It would just be swept under the rug. But a lot of us know about it now. I don't know how many people own IQD around the world. I'm sure there's, quite a few, whatever that number is. So maybe there's some validity to the fact that if they don't go to a digital dinar because the people in Iraq have an uprising because they don't trust the banks and they're like, we want to have paper, not nothing digital where you guys can control it, turn it off, turn it on, all that good stuff. Maybe then they'll, redenominate and then drop the 3 zeros and then revalue from there. That might be more like what it looks like. And if that's the case, then yeah, you got $1 million dinars. You're not going to make millions of dollars off of it. You'll still make money. You'll have made money on it. But some of us that have held it for so long, it's like, the return on it's not that great after holding it for so long, if they do it that way. But maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe there's other plays that we're all missing because we're so focused on one play, and that's a currency revaluation like that, like the Iraqi stock exchange. There's probably other ways of making money in Iraq and making, solid investments that will yield us, a lot of money. We just have to navigate it. We can't be so focused and transfixed on one avenue. Now, I'm not going to throw my dinars away and I'm not going to sell them back. You know what I mean? I still have hopes. I would love to become a millionaire right off of the dinar like that, right? I just don't know if it's going to happen that way. It just doesn't make sense now on so many different levels as to why it would be this easy for us. And when I say easy, I'm not by any means diminishing what we've all been through. I know that this has not been easy, but for the most part, just to spend $1,000, get or $1,100, $1,300, and get $1 million dinar, and then sit on it for a while, and then one day it revalues at $3. All right, and we make all that money. Well, that's fairly easy in the grand scheme of things. But having to do some research, some due diligence, and figure out and navigate other ways of making money in Iraq. I think, adds, adds a different level, to it. So, yes, I think there's ways. For Vietnam, for that matter, I don't know. It's an undervalued currency. Do I think Vietnam will come out with, like, what do they say, $6 and stuff? No, I don't. I could be wrong. I mean, there's a lot more smarter people out there that can comment and let me know how just off I am, because I get them all the time. But I don't see it. Maybe Vietnam one day will come out at, anywhere from 1 to 10 cents. That's still great. 1 to 10 cents would be a hell of a return on what I've bought. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Have a good night. Currency with a twist.